Sup guys, before we actually get into the video, I gotta tell you a few things about TheZoneGamingGo. If you want to register for the TheZoneGamingGo Burning Blood tournaments or events, all you have to do is send something to Discord, which is a request, and we can actually log you up into our Discord channel. Discord channel for TheZoneGamingGo is of course TheZoneGamingGo. You can find the link to the Discord also in the description, and you can also ask for the link during streams. If you cannot log into the Discord or get into our channel, that means you have been banned, and if you want to actually know why you've been banned, you can always just, well, write in the comments. Other than that, if you want to participate in any tournaments and events, primarily we prefer for Discord. But if you cannot, you can always do PSN, send me a friend request, put some in the comments, letting me know who you are so I actually know where you're coming from and know exactly what's going on. So I just don't not accept, period. Other than that, guys, enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to another One Piece Burning Blood video. My name is Silvokiji, and this is TheZoneGamingGo. Yes! I did it. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about two support characters in One Piece Burning Blood, Bones and Hogback. Now both of these support basically have similar abilities, except Hogback works around defense and Bones works around attack. Now you can probably see that Hogback has 2 stock and Bones has 4 stock. Now let's talk about Bones first. So Bones has 4 stock. He increases your attack by 2 during your awakening. So remember, awakening lasts for 30 seconds. So in those 30-second period, you'll have +2. You're probably wondering, why can I just use somebody else for get +2? Well, the thing about +2 in this game is that you can't really get +2 without some sort of downside. The only support that gives you a plus in attack without a downside is Johnny, and he only gives you +1. That's kind of, well, the downside is that he doesn't give you +2. Most of the time people actually go for Org, who is a passive and gives you +2/-1 defense. And in other cases they'll go for Margaret if they're not doing anything, you know, too ability heavy, which is, Margaret is not for Shanks in base teams or Conqueror's Hockey base teams, period. Whitebeard messes up all of his combos. Shanks can't do any of these combos. Gear for Luffy is just a failure. Don't even talk about Luffy 3K. But if Margaret is used, she gives you +2 at the cost of using more ability when you actually perform attacks. So chip damage is also non-existent there. I'm not saying that's bad, but if you're playing a team that doesn't need Conqueror's Hockey, I mean, go for it. You know, you're all for it. Okay, so +2 again. So +2, the only thing that you need to do is go into your awakening. Now this generally doesn't pop up in competitive matches, and generally because people don't really go for awakening that much until the very last character. Now we have noticed recently though, there's a lot of players that have actually been doing that, going to awakening early on. We've been seeing a lot of Dragon support as well as Goldie Roger support, kind of erupt here, and that has been kind of switching the uses of these support in their favor. Like, I mean switching as in that these support might come along eventually. Like, I've seen someone use Mr. 1 support for Awakening base, and they use it along with Gecko's Awakening as well as Frankie's Awakening and Nell's Awakening. So when they actually buff up, they get that +2. Now they don't have that Johnny Osaka +1 at the very beginning, but because they're getting their awakening so frequently, because of the chip damage, because of the range, because of all that stuff, it's very easy for them to accumulate that amount. Okay, so Hogback gives you +2 defense in awakening. He only has 2 stocks. So defense is very rare in this game to be applied for. Defense is also very touchy. They have a lot of defects when you're trying to get defense. The only support that gives you defense like straight out is nothing. Nothing in this game just gives you defense without any sort of trick to it or downside from it. It won't. And that's basically Hogback is probably the only one that will give you +2, and you don't, it's not really a huge downside. See, these aren't technically downsides with these two characters. They're more of like just a limitation to where you actually can use their +2. Now, since defense is so rare and so scarce, there's only 2 stock for Hogback, unlike Mr. 1 who has 4. Now, Mr. 1 actually does have a cooldown longer than Hogback, which is 60 seconds. Hogback has a cooldown of 30. So technically speaking, Hogback will actually, you can probably get Hogback a lot faster, because I don't think you're going to be going to back-to-back awakenings unless you're running at Dragon support. So you're probably going to have to wait a little bit, because I think Dragon support is also 60 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Okay. Now, honestly speaking, there's a lot of opportunities for people using Awakening in this game, and we have seen a lot of ultimate combos too from people like Shanks, Sabo, and all that will be just completely trash, because once a character goes into their Awakening in that +2 state, they have access to 100% combos, or certain characters do anyway. And so people like Sabo, Zoro, Sanji, not Bone Clay, I don't know why I was about to name him, a little bit more, Burgess, Kid, have access to these 100% at +2. And with Mr. 1 actually being there, he kind of gives you that access point. Basically, Mr. 1 and Hogback could be considered anchor heavy support characters. These characters are basically for your anchor character, but if you do go into Awakening anytime during the match, make sure you watch it, because remember, you only have 2 stocks for Hogback and only 4 stocks for Mr. 1. I say only, but you're most likely not going to go through 4 Awakenings in one game, so I'm just saying, unless you're one of those people running Dragon support, like I said before, unless you're running Dragon support, Kobe, and Bones, I don't see that happening. Okay, other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, have fun and enjoy playing One Piece Burning Blood.